I've got a bandana.
How's it going, guys? Stay Weird 1993 here. Of course, if you follow me on YouTube, it's Stay Weird 1993 Vlogs. Welcome back to our stream. So tonight we are joined by Klepto and Lord Arbiter. So we've got a trio of ship posters going.
Gum.
Oh no, not the five gum again.
Choose to gum 5 fields. Gum.
Cease.
Censure stimulate.
Dude, every time you say that, I feel like I'm having a stroke. Like, literally, I just...
If this woman was your teacher, how would you left, right, and write down all of the stuff that you'd say to her, but not really because you go outside and then you're doing it, right?
Right. So, just making sure the stream's actually working properly, which it looks like it is. It's just the IP camera, because I've got my phone on like a sort of floating clamp now because it's a better camera than my webcam.
It's too weird. I'm watching your stream right now.
I am literally just tweaking the camera. A stream.
I've got your stream right here in my stream. Streamception. Yeah, what the fuck?
You're streaming with another stream with another stream.
Don't cross streams, bro. Let's have a look here.
Gum.
What would be an interesting thing to do if your big stream at the same time is find a game you can all play.
Queue up.
Find a game you can all play.
Like, queue up.
Queue up.
One does not simply queue up into Mordor. Oh.
Unless it's Gandalf living gangster to Middle Earth.
Jesus Christ.
Fly, you fools. Yeah, Gandalf, you know I'm fly. Terrible. Oh, we're gonna have dad jokes for days, aren't we?
Oh, dad jokes. Well, I am a parent, and so are you, so... It's kind of like our job, isn't it, to embarrass our families?
Oh, no.
I mean, I've been an embarrassment... I've been an embarrassment to my family, and now I have my own.
Yes, no. True.
I mean, like, the way I see it... It's like, I say it's like... It's an ongoing thing, but it's like everyone goes... It's a meme, isn't it? Where it's, you know, it's hard being the family disappointment, but somebody got to step up to the plate.
You just told my fucking line, man. I'll wait if you finish to deliver that line. You took it.
Yeah, you're slightly robot.
Huh?
Who?
Who's a robot?
No, your mic's going all robot.
Is it now? That might just be a connection thing. I'm just,
Gato, Mr. Roboto.
Domo arigato, Mr. Roboto.
What news?
Thank you. Please eat what?
Hive activity is still spotted on the moon. Oh, I got all those Austin Powers.
Austin Powers was comedy gold.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, now wouldn't it? That way I wouldn't misread all the subtitles, making it seem like you're saying things that are dirty.
What bothers me is that now I'm 99% sure he would not get away with 90% of the jokes in those films.
Oh no.
He'd be cancelled faster than he can say whoops.
Do you know what my favorite horror movie is?
I absolutely love Austin. The thing is with Austin Powers is just the for me it's fat bastard.
Oh yeah.
Just
that character is comedy gold.
Hey, Dr. Evil, I get your mojo, and then you get me your baby. I want my baby back ribs. I want my baby back, baby back, baby back. Chili! Baby back, Rob.
You know what, Doctor Evil? You'll make a new deal. You keep the money, and I'll have your baby.
Jesus Christ.
That'd be very, very pervy nowadays.
Oh yeah, he would.
Yeah, you won't get baby that.
He'd be 100% cancelled, like, immediately. You okay, babe? It's like,
Baby back there.
Chili. Baby back, Rob.
You ever said how it chews to gum fly feels in a Scottish accent?
How it gums to chew 5 feels.
Gum gum.
Gum gum. Senses your stimulate. That bothers me on a
Thank you, that was cancerous.
That bothers me on a fundamental level. I can't explain how much it bothers me. The fact, it's like one of those, you know, where people just mess the words up.
Yeah.
When they get put in the wrong order, it proper messes with me. I once read where somebody had done that, where it was like somebody's shit post, but they just put the words in the wrong order like that, and I actually had a headache afterwards. I was like, this is some advanced tier shit posting. I'm just running some of these strikes because I'm just trying to get some pinnacle gear because I went into the dungeon, the new dungeon that's on here, and I just got clapped. It was great. I lasted about 15 seconds and then got murdered by everything in the room.
The other thing, it lasted 15 seconds. Right?
Hey, listen, those are 15 seconds of paradise. Number 15.
And everyone needs the 15 seconds of hell.
Better than my 5 seconds or something.
Better than 5 sauce. I'll tell you what terrified me. You know, it's like, you know, when you get like devoted fans of bands to a point where it's like 5 seconds of summer stands on Twitter, and like you get K-pop stands as well. Like, it's actually terrifying. Like, these people would legit die for these bands. Yeah?
I do rate fucking
Sure.
BTS band though.
Yeah,
On Twitter.
yeah. BTS stands, they're terrifying.
No, I love what they do with the fucking white privilege hashtag.
What?
There was a hashtag on Twitter that was like white lives matter or white privilege.
Really?
Something like that. Like, for all racist, and all these BTS stands just flooded that tag and just filled it with BTS.
But why?
So, to stop racism from getting through. So like, oh, people go on fucking, yeah, white privilege. That's me. I'm a white person. I support white lives matter. Yeah, white lives do matter. Go on this hashtag, and then oh shit, this all burns the stage.
It's like,
It's all K-pop fans have taken over.
I love that though. It's like, you know, no matter what hashtag you actually search on Twitter, there will be someone posting BTS.
Yeah.
It's like it could literally be COVID-19 as a hashtag, and there's probably a BTS post. It could literally be bacon and eggs, and there'll be someone posting the picture of someone from BTS eating breakfast.
Oh no, coronavirus got turned into an anime girl.
A what?
Anime girl.
Oh yeah, COVID channel was it or something?
People the anime.
It's like who someone turned coronavirus into an anime girl fan art klepto is what it's saying.
Yeah, I understand.
But why?
The lingo that you children use.
But why? That's my. It's like people can draw whatever fan art they want, but why? I feel like I'm leaving this conversation with more questions than answers. Literally, if I'd found that picture, I'd have decided it was time for another crusade, and I'd be starting the movement at this point. I'd be loading my shotgun with religious intent.
Because like the same whenever something goes up on the internet, instantly has to turn into it has to animate by instantly.
Well,
There's a motor way to heaven on the white true line.
Primo Victoria.
You know, I've seen teaching PlayStation 5 game.
Oh yes, I've seen.
Yes. Guess what instantly got animated by.
Oh, I know about the PS5 one because it was on thingy. It turned up on PewDiePie's subreddit on his Lawai video, and I was like, why would you do? I was like, why would you do this?
I wonder how they know animate by the Xbox Series X.
I don't know. It's kind of hard. I suppose there's no fan art of that because it's kind of hard to sexualize a literal cube.
You know it's not happening.
Probably, and it's like there's enough reasons to want to drink a liter of bleach as it is. I don't need any more reasons. And it's like it's like the PS5 is definitely, when I look at the PS5, what I think is that was definitely designed by somebody who went back and looked at what people were drawing in 2008 about what games consoles are going to look like in the future. Yeah. It looks like a Wi-Fi router circa 2009, to be fair. It's like, you know, like those Sky routers that were around in like 2003, 2004 that were kind of like, that they were actually just rebranded Netgear routers. It's literally one of them, but big.
And it's actually a gaming console, not an actual router.
Here's my question. I want to know what they've done about the glitch where, like, I had a serious glitch with my PS4 where I filled it with beans and it stopped working.
I wonder if they actually added some actual security to it so people won't actually get hacked on it.
True. But I never, and that problem was never solved. Like, I never got to the bottom of why it stopped working when I filled it with beans.
Use their own kind of beans.
Yeah, man. I mean, I was told kidney beans, but then someone said it needs to be pinto beans.
Or using Heinz.
Pinto beans, but it's like someone told me that
No, it's the macadamia beans.
it should have been macadamia beans. Oh, god damn it.
It's got to be the Heinz ones.
Oh no, man, those are the worst. It's like, have you seen that video where that guy he calls a tech support guy and he's filled his PC with beans. And he calls him over for tech support, and this guy's like, he literally just stops and goes, "There are beans in this," and just looks at him. He goes, "Do you know what these are?" I was like, "I thought they made the computer go faster." It's like, "No, these are beans, sir." Like, the guy's so, like, deadpan, just, no, these are beans. Like, if that were me, I'd have just got up and left. If I went around to somebody's house to fix the computer and it was literally full of beans, I'd have just gone home. I'd have just gone home. I'd have gone. I don't know how to tell you this, sir, but, and then I'd have lost my words and just gone, right. See ya. It's a computer full of beans. It's like
Someone was gonna pick that up off the stream and be like, "Yo, free PC. Yo, what the fuck is this? Beans?"
Honestly, it's like, I hope somebody watching this does actually tries it. It's a legit hack. It's how I got my computer to work as well as it did. I just filled it with beans. I just filled it with beans. Like, if you can't fill it with beans because it's like a MacBook, putting them inside the disk drive works too. You can, like, put them straight in the disk drive. I mean, if you haven't put beans in your computer at least once, you're lying. That's if you tell me you have.
Yo, you're fucking up that squid, bro.
Oh, the giant worm thing.
Yeah.
Oh, I know which strike boss is fighting.
Yeah, the one in front of the war mine that's voiced by Stephen Fry.
I don't even know. I don't even have to watch the stream to know what boss is fighting. Because
Oh, man.
I've played Destiny 2 so much.
You're not supporting your friend by watching his stream?
Well, I
Oh.
don't want to hear my voice. I don't want to hear my voice twice,
can-
so, but that's why I'm not.
You can mute the stream.
Yeah, I mean, just mute me, man. That's what everybody else does.
Yeah, I'm watching Aaron play on 0 volume.
It's probably better, to be fair. It's probably a better experience.
Who the fuck is Wild Woods?
What?
One of your dudes that's playing in your fire team is called Wild Woods.
Wild Woods and how? There's some. I've seen some great names on here, honestly. Like I've seen some incredible. Like, well, put it this way, there's one I can't repeat because it was
Horribly racist.
if I say anti-Semitic,
Oh right, yeah, I'm offended. No, I'm kidding.
it's like if I say that it was definitely Third Reich related,
Oh okay.
but I'm not going to go any further than that. But he'd swapped a few letters around so it hadn't been picked up by the automatic like shadow banning service.
Yeah, it's really easy to get around that if you just switch a few letters around.
In fact, his name was Heydolf Eitzler. That's what I'm going to say. That was literally how he'd spelt it, Heydolf Eitzler. And I was like, I just feel like you know exactly what you're doing, and you don't care. So I'm impressed that you've made it this far without being banned, but I don't condone this behaviour.
Yeah.
As a Jewish background in my family, I put some very anti-Semitic comments on Call of Duty a very long time ago.
Oh my god.
So,
Did you?
But that's Call of Duty, so that's normal.
yeah, but like, and also I'm a Jew, so kind of
It's like
a very horrible Jew.
it's like the worst kind of self-deprecating humour.
Yeah.
It's like not even about.
No.
It's like not even just poking fun at yourself. It's like just blatant, basically racial discrimination against yourself.
No, I'm thinking that going back to the days where you can make your own emblem.
Oh no.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I wrote on this emblem, how much did the Holocaust?
Oh no, man.
Got forever banned making emblems.
So
I mean-
Clapto is basically South Park making jokes at himself.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie, dude. Like, you got permabanned for that. That's kind of fair.
Yeah, I got permabanned forever from every Call of Duty making emblems.
I mean, that's.
Yeah, that's. I think.
Yeah, I was a horrible piece of shit back then.
Yeah, I think you went a tad too far then.
We've all said things that are a tad too far.
Yeah.
I'm really not gonna go into that for myself because I don't know where the too far line is.
Have I made you both rather uncomfortable?
No, you've not made me uncomfortable. There's literally nothing that makes me uncomfortable. Except for see,
I reckon a couple of inches in certain places will make you uncomfortable.
is that a challenge?
No, that's a promise.
Ooh, baby. I love it when my camera messes up right in the middle of when I'm trying to do a strike on this game. And I have to go and fix it. Because I literally froze.
I've noticed his stream seems to be a little
Laggy?
Laggy as well.
Yeah, I've had to tweak a few things. Just because something wasn't working right. And I'm just literally now putting it right, so I don't know, it might just take a few minutes to rectify.
I'm gonna be right back, lads.
No worries. Don't do anything I wouldn't do,
Cigarette. Don't do anything you wouldn't do.
which isn't a lot.
Would you go out for a cigarette?
Absolutely.
But you don't smoke anymore.
Unless I've had a drink.
Have you had a drink?
No, because I'm going to do the thing tomorrow night.
Do you want a drink?
I do, but I'm waiting till tomorrow.
Why don't you get a cheeky little freezer?
Because that's how it starts, and then it ends up being 7 cans.
I don't have any cans in the house anymore. I drank all my cans. I drank all my cans. It's a sad day. I don't even have any Monster.
Oh, unlucky.
Oh, I think we need to get the world's smallest violin out and start playing a sad song.
Oh, press F on the world's smallest keyboard.
Any Fs are respected. I know that people understand. It's like the thing is, I'm not gonna lie. The pubs are reopening tomorrow. What do you think I'm doing?
Staying home and masturbating.
Close but no cigar.
Oh man, a cigar. I could do with one of those.
Oh man, don't. I love cigars.
Same, bro. We need to go out and cigar date.
Aren't they worse for you than cigarettes?
I mean, there's a lot of things. There's a lot of things that are worse for you than cigarettes, like cyanide.
And heroin and methamphetamine.
It's like the way I see it, it's like people go, "Why do you smoke? It's so bad for you." I'm like, well, put it this way: I could be a crackhead, but no, I've just got a smoking habit like a normal person.
Oh my god, smoking is so filthy. Well, I could like not shower and rub my dirty cheesy penis all over your forehead.
Oh, God.
The thing is, you give them the extreme alternatives, and it's like when. I mean, is smoking a dirty habit? I don't think smoking's a dirty habit. I don't, because it's not unhygienic to smoke.
You get nicotine because I don't.
Well, I don't roll. See, I buy straights.
But it does get other people around you addicted if
Second hand, I suppose, sometimes.
yeah, there's other people addicted, you were nearby.
The
So
th-
that's probably like
The thing is, the whole debate about nicotine that frustrates me is that it's actually less addictive than caffeine, and it's less bad for you than caffeine. Which is
but caffeine can be good for you if you don't have too much in a day.
yeah, I mean, but this is the thing. It's like technically speaking, in terms of just like, it's an interesting conversation because someone said that actually caffeine does worse things to your body than nicotine does. It's actually just the carcinogens in cigarettes that are bad.
Did they? Yeah, but did this person saying all this have like 70 cups? Like 70 cups a day.
It's to be fair, I think if anyone had 70 cups of coffee in a day, they would either see through time, transcend reality, or die, or all of the above.
You'll be like thriving against 100 in future or more.
I know somebody. Chloe told me the story right about there was somebody who used to drink, I think like 6 espressos a day or something like that, and he just outright died eventually.
Yep, that'll do it.
Good.
Good. just good.
Because like when you drink loads of cans of Red Bull, you get like blisters or whatever it is you get.
Yeah, what blisters?
What?
You get blisters.
If you drink too much Red Bull, yeah.
I think you might be allergic to Red Bull, man.
I don't drink Red Bull. It's just what I've heard.
I was gonna say, can you imagine? Right, if you get the thing is right. If we're gonna go by that logic of drinking too much Red Bull gives you blisters, then how come Jeffree Star literally doesn't look like a leper by now? That's literally all the guy drinks.
Because I think they were like a picture on Facebook or something.
Like that guy should be long dead by now.
God, fucking hell. You got your information from Facebook, you fucking boomer.
Boom. Do you know that's what I've said? That's like that's the ultimate response. Like you know, if you're at work and like somebody's kicking off at you, just say "Okay, boomer."
Yeah, I've done that plenty of times.
Or another we can just go, "Daddy, chill."
Yeah, but to use the term boomer, you've actually got to understand what it actually means.
Right.
A boomer could be a.
It's even funny if they don't understand it, because that just proves how shit they are.
No, the person saying it has to know it means, otherwise it has no meaning.
It's true.
Well, yeah.
But it's like, as far as I'm aware, none of us are actually in the boomer category.
No, I'm in the sort of middle area where it's like end of millennial, beginning of Gen Z, and I don't know which one's which.
Wait, how old are you
So
again, man?
I'm 24 going on 25.
Well, I'm gonna say I'm literally a year older than you, so we're in the same category.
Well, I'm 27, going on 28 this year.
So you're not
Then
quite boomer.
You're a boomer.
No, he's gonna be 30. He's gonna be at least 30.
You're a boomer. No, you're Gen X.
He's Gen X. I think I got told. Was it the what did they call the one? What it's like? There's a they call it like the lost generation in between the millennials and the Gen X's,
Gen Z.
Gen Z or something. There was like a lost generation, sort of the sort of 1990 to 1993 kids, the ones that aren't quite millennial but just a little bit older.
Generation millennial, I think. Gen Men.
The one. It's like what I like is there's this whole warfare thing that goes on, isn't there, between like the you've got the boomers who don't like the sort of the youngest generation, but also you've got the millennials, and then they blame the millennials for everything. It's like
those memes where it's like two characters talking to each other. It's millennial talking to millennial. You're going to be 30 soon and you're going to die. You want to say no. Underneath it, it's Gen Z saying, "Yo, you're going to die one day," and the other one saying, "Good."
but that's me.
Yeah, but that's the problem. The problem with saying that is we're all gonna die one day.
Good.
No matter who we are.
No, I don't like thinking about that.
What?
I'm scared.
I think it's an alarmingly freeing thought. It's like the sweet embrace of death, man.
Yeah, that's not confident.
I think once you're at the age of 27 plus, you just have to accept that you're gonna die one day. Once you're at 27 plus, so
I knew the day I thought I was gonna die at 15.
I mean,
I thought I was gonna die at 15 years old when I was 8.
I mean, to be fair, when I was younger, I got told I wouldn't survive till 21 because of an illness.
I just don't want to live till I'm like in my what 60s.
It's like when I was younger, I got told because I was an ill kid that I basically wasn't going to live to 21. I mean,
I'm growing old.
I mean, it's like well, to be fair, it's like I'm alive way past that, so now I'm actually quite disappointed.
Yes.
It's like
Yes,
it's what? I'm kidding. I'm kidding. just to be clear.
Take it down a notch, man. You're being too happy right now.
No, it's interesting because put it this way, it does put a certain perspective on things when you're that age and you get told, yeah, you're gonna die like before you get to be a proper adult, and then it doesn't happen, and you're just kind of like, now what? Like, so when I say I didn't plan to live this long, I can legit say I meant that. And I'm not even being depressing. It's kind of interesting, to be honest. But why did you?
Mine kind of weird. Like I was thinking that I was gonna die at 15, and then I ended up getting stabbed at 16. Like, oh, this could be it.
I didn't actually know you got stabbed. I don't think you've ever told me that story.
Oh well, don't.
What? How's that? That's
Okay, if you want to hear about it, then I'll tell you. It's just no one has ever asked about it.
I mean that's fair enough. That's a lot. To be fair.
The thing is, though, it's not really a question you can ask in a Twitch stream, though.
No, it's like, I mean, to be fair, it's a little bit of an insensitive question. Like, hey, dude, this traumatic thing. Yeah, can you just go into that for me?
Yeah, like
no one ever like thought of saying, "Is it okay if you talk about it?" I went to therapy for it, and they didn't ask me about it.
What?
Like,
Hang on.
yeah.
So you went to therapy. Like, let me just be clear. You went to therapy because you got stabbed, and they didn't ask you about if it was okay to discuss that you were stabbed.
No, they asked me like how I was feeling that day. Oh, the previous day. Or
How are you feeling now? It's like, well, I don't know. You tell me, man. Someone tried to kill me. You know, like you know, it's like I feel like the answer to that question should be a point where they don't have to ask. It's kind of like a given that you're. Man, there's so many things wrong with that.
it's like
I'm not laughing at you. I'm laughing at what they've said. I'm laughing at.
It's like when someone's standing right next to you and someone walks up to you and punches you square in the face as hard as they can and
Ask you how you feel.
Like, how do you feel? I've just got punched around the face. How do you think I feel?
I
See,
wouldn't say that. I'd punch him back. Fuck them.
I mean that's definitely a lot to deal with, and the fact that they didn't exactly address it either, that's
No.
kind of worrying.
Even my friends addressed it. At the time, the most compassion I got from my friends was a grievance card.
Well, this at
Like,
school.
I'm sorry for your. No, yeah, I just finished school. We're going into college.
I mean, how the hell do you? I mean, as I say, I won't go too far into it, man, because it's obviously it's not. It's
No,
not.
it's not a touchy subject whatsoever. I've wanted to talk about it for many, many years. Just nobody feels comfortable talking about it.
See, I literally have no filter. If you want to talk about it, man, then go ahead. Like,
It's like no one ever asks me about
so
my own
before you go for your
stuff.
cigarette, just outline how the hell did that happen?
Oh, right, yeah. What were you saying, Albert?
It's like no one ever asks me about my own needle situation, about why I'm so scared of them. It's like
Oh,
no one
yeah.
ever asks me about that.
Yeah, we were talking about that yesterday, weren't we?
Yeah, it's
Oh,
like
man.
nobody ever asks me about that.
Well, I'm
I mean,
scared.
it's not really.
I'm
It's
scared
not.
of needles as well, and people don't ask me why, even though I'm covered in tattoos. Like, I got a traumatic
Yeah.
experience to boot for that. So,
There you
Yep.
go, you two have something in common. Boom. Talk about that while I'm going for a cigarette.
no worries, man.
Alright, I'll see you in like 10 minutes.
No worries. So, how the hell are you scared of needles, Arbiter? What happened there?
Right. It goes all the way back to my childhood.
This is like a therapy session. This is great.
It goes all the way back to my childhood.
Yeah.
I mean, reception.
Okay.
So when you go back in from the playground area and you go into the coat room,
Yeah.
you know, to put your coat up and whatnot.
Uh huh.
I went into the coat room and never came back out again.
Okay. How the hell did that happen?
I randomly fell asleep on one of the benches and never woke up.
What the hell? That's definitely not something that should happen.
I was literally unconscious and then I next woke up in hospital.
What happened? How did that happen?
I don't know, but they thought I had meningitis and I had a meningitis needle right in my spine, right in the middle of my spine.
That's something that we have in common. I did have meningitis when I was younger.
Yeah, they thought I had it, and
Mm.
I had a needle in right in my spine,
It's terrifying.
and it left me scarred for life.
You see, I had meningitis when I was younger, but I was kind of lucky. But that's what happened to me. I just collapsed and wouldn't come round. That's how they found it. I was in the middle of school, year 3. We were doing this like alternative curriculum day, and I just fucking hit the floor, and that was it. I woke up briefly in the medical room of the school, very briefly, and then I woke up in the back of the ambulance very briefly. And next thing I know, I'm in isolation in a hospital, and there's people around me going, "You're going to be fine." I'm like, I don't know if I believe you. Namely because how did I get here?
Yeah,
And then
I literally remember the day. I literally remember it plain as day till now.
yeah, it's so weird. Like, what happened? It's I find it such a weird thing because I had it and people are like, well, how come you don't have like? Because a lot of people who've had meningitis end up with like missing fingers or stuff like that, and I didn't, and that's because I was lucky. It's because I was lucky and it was caught early enough. It's that simple. Like, people go, you didn't have meningitis. I'm like, that's kind of offensive. I actually did. Do you know what I mean? It's like,
What's worse? What makes it even worse? I can even remember all the screaming I was doing.
I remember because I got scared of needles when I had appendicitis. They couldn't get blood out of my hands. I was only 6 at this point, so what they did was they decided that it'd be a really great idea to literally strap me into a chair and take it out of my legs while I was like, and that's how I ended up scared of injections.
One thing I hate about the meningitis injection is you've got to be awake to witness what's going on, what scars you for the rest of your life when it happens.
It's like a spinal tap, isn't it? Type thing. Just a second, guys. Sorry about that. I was just saying goodnight to Chloe. She's gonna sleep.
Yeah. Yeah, see, another thing is that what makes it worse, I can even remember the very moment I collapsed.
God, it's like I can remember it, kind of. What happened to me?
I can't even remember the very spot I collapsed in.
Did you just drop?
No, I just laid down on one of the benches randomly, you lay down slowly in bed,
Yeah.
and that was it.
Did they ever get to the bottom of why you did that?
They thought I had meningitis, that was it.
So when it turned out you didn't have meningitis.
I can't remember that part because I tried to blank as much of it as humanly possible.
That's fair enough. I'm just like, it's like because there has to be an underlying cause. Like that just doesn't happen.
Oh yeah, that's it. I remember now.
Hmm.
I was in my very first chest infection, which I'm prone to.
Oh right.
I was having my very first chest infection. My body didn't know how to handle it.
So you just went to sleep, basically.
So my body just shut down.
Sounds fantastic. I'm sure this just went beep beep. I'm sure I heard Discord just do something.
Oh, yeah.
Just gonna cut this part for YouTube.